For 12 long years, Anita sold her body just to survive. But the day she asked how to get rich, something followed her home and never left. At first, the money felt like freedom, but over time, freedom turned into frustration. No matter how hard she worked, no matter how many nights she spent with strangers, she remained stuck. Meanwhile, other girls in the same business were balling, driving luxury cars, living in their own houses, wearing wealth-like perfume, and one name kept ringing in her head. An old friend, Nneka. They had started the streets together. But somehow, Nneka had leveled up far beyond imagination. So one evening, Anita gathered courage and asked the question that would change her life forever. What's your secret? At first, Nneka laughed it off. Then she avoided the topic. Then she warned her. This part is not easy, but desperation has a way of silencing wisdom. Anita begged. She pressed. She promised she was ready. Finally, Nneka agreed. That night, Anita rushed back to the small apartment she shared with two other girls, Ada and Chioma. She told them everything. For the first time in years, hope filled the room. This is it, Ada said. Our lives are about to change. But they had no idea how right and wrong they were. The journey was long, silent, heavy. When they finally arrived, they met a man, Babadumola, whose presence alone made the air feel thick. He looked at them one by one and said calmly, "If you are not sure, leave now. Once we begin, there is no turning back." The three girls looked at each other. No one moved. Again, he warned them. This road ends many lives. Fear crawled up Anita's spine. But when she noticed her friends Ada and Chioma standing firm, she pretended to be brave too. Then the man placed 3 eggs before them. Pick one. As she reached for hers, her phone rang. It was her mother. She ignored it. It rang again and again. Nneka signaled her to turn it off. Reluctantly, she did. The eggs, Babadumola explained, represented their individual instructions, rules that must never be broken. But first, there would be a final rite. That was when Nneka dropped the bombshell. "I won't be going with you people," she said. "I'll return to the city." At that moment, fear grabbed Anita's heart with both hands. Still, she smiled. When night fell, they were led deep into a forest so dark it seemed alive. There they saw 3 freshly dug graves, human skulls scattered around, and the smell of death hanging in the air. Babadumola chanted incantations. Then he ordered them into the graves. They obeyed. Suddenly, terrifying men appeared from nowhere and began covering them with sand, leaving only their heads exposed. The girls screamed. Then it got worse. The men bent down and defecated on their heads. The girls cried, begged, screamed. No one listened. They stayed buried till morning, certain they had been used for rituals. Then the ground opened. the crowd out. Baba Dumola appeared again and congratulated them. You are chosen. Back at his house, the instructions were given. To Ada, never sleep with a man whose wife just gave birth. To Chioma, never eat food prepared by a man. Then he turned to Anita. You must never tell anyone what happened here. They returned to the city. Life changed. The clients became powerful. Politicians, high-ranking men. Money flowed. For a while, life was good. Until one morning, Chioma was found dead in the street. No cuts, no wounds, just blood pouring from her eyes, ears, nose, and mouth. Ada and Anita convinced themselves that she must have broken the rules. So they moved on. One night, after finishing with a client, Ada began seeing things. Horrible things. She rushed into the bathroom and saw an old man holding a newborn baby, covered in blood. She screamed. She ran back and shook the client awake. Did your wife just give birth? She asked. The man was confused and frightened, but after Ada insisted that he answers the question, he finally nodded. Ada screamed and ran out of the hotel room. The next day, Ada was found dead at her house. Her stomach was ripped open. Her womb and intestines lay beside her. Now Anita was alone, but she felt like death followed her. Sleep abandoned her. Fear became her shadow. One night, she fled to her village and told her mother everything. Her mother listened, heartbroken. Then she said, "Our pastor will help you." And immediately, hope returned, but regret came with it. Anita wished she had never chosen that path. When her mother left to get the pastor, there was a knock at the door. On opening the door, she saw a tall man in a suit standing outside, holding a Bible and an anointing oil. "I'm the pastor," he said. Relieved, she let him in. He gave her the oil to drink and said a little prayer. Then said he needed to anoint the house. Moments after he had gone inside to anoint other parts of the house, her mother returned with another man. "This is the pastor," her mother said. "Then who was the man you sent earlier?" Anita asked, confused. "I never sent anyone," Anita's mother replied. It was then she realized that she had let something else inside. Anita's blood turned cold. Immediately, her throat burned. She screamed as her mother and the pastor tried to help her. She shoved her hand into her mouth, pulled out her tongue, and bled to death. Moral of the story: not every door that leads to wealth leads to life. Some paths will pay you, then collect your soul.